It's time to load up for gig number 1 this week. I thought I'd do a gig vlog this week, or multiple gig vlogs of all the different shows this week, so you can kind of see how I make my living being a musician full-time. The show tonight is at the Dankin Amphitheater. This is one of those local concert series gigs. I'm going to show you the rig I'm using tonight, which is my Soundcraft UI24 in there. We're using that as our inner monitor split. My Axe FX3 is in there, and I'm fixing to load all this into my car. One of the things that I loved about this car is how big the space is in the back. It's a huge space, and I can get everything I need in here for a show when I'm doing no production, basically. Whenever it's house production, house lights, everything goes in here. So basically when I'm doing gigs, I have 2 choices. The trailer with all of my PA gear in it, or the car. Okay, pro tip. For those of you who have never had a cart, I would get you a cart no matter what age you are, and get one of these, either the on-stage stand types, where you can expand it. With that cart, I can get, almost everything to whatever location it is. It's always going to be, sometimes it's difficult to get close to where you need to be, so you end up having to carry this stuff across 50, 100 yards, so you'll want the cart for sure. Another really cool item that I love are these roll-out power boxes. These are awesome. You can get them at Walmart. They can roll out and roll back up. I use these all the time. I have a bunch of them in one bag in here, and I always have the ground on them or you'll be in trouble. Obviously you want tip jars, so get you some tip jars, put your Venmo on it or whatever you want to do with that if you want to do electronic. And then this one came off Amazon, and it lights up, so you can actually turn on LEDs in it and light up your jar. Oh yeah, when you got a tip jar, mention it. Tell people, if you like what we're doing, we have a tip jar. That's pretty much what we always use. All right, I'm gonna load it up. Now you see I sort of have a system, right? I have everything loaded in there a certain way, and you have to do it the same way every time, and if you don't, it doesn't fit. So have a system, have a routine, and it'll be quicker, easier, and you can get more stuff in there. All right, one last tip. Even though today it's totally clear and there's 0 chance of rain, I'm bringing my little motorcycle cover tarp just in case. Never leave home without some coverage if you've got stuff hanging, sitting in an exposed area. I also bring these little knee pads to put my foot pedals on, my FC12, Axe FX FC12, to get it up if there's any water. And that's kind of a cool idea, something like $4 at Harbor Freight. So there you go. All right, I got a few minutes before I got to leave, so I just do a few last things. One thing I always do, if I've been bringing gear in and out or whatever, I always kind of just survey each room that I usually have my gear in and make sure there's nothing that I'm missing, that I forgot, that I left sitting in here that I need today. I always double check that. And even though I know I haven't really brought anything in here, I'll come in and make sure I can look around and kind of scan the room and make sure there's nothing that I need for today. One of the things I also do is I stage my gear in the same spot every time when I get home. On the way to the gig, like I said, about a 20-minute drive or so down the road here. Load-in should be okay. It's usually, you got to pull up on a sidewalk and up to the stage area. This little rotunda kind of thing area where it's all concrete, like a concrete deck. It's not the best sounding stage because it is concrete, but it's wide open on the outside, so it should be fun. Always be early, always, because there's always something that's going to come up that you're going to need to build some time in for, traffic, whatever, any kind of problem. So I'm 3:30. We don't start until 6. So I'm very early, and I'll have plenty of time and no rushing and no stress, as little stress as possible. All right, I have the first one here. Amphitheater. Line array. It's new for here. We'll set up. Kind of see the natural bowl out here. Little town. Pretty cool. All right, get this crap out of the car and let's rock. All right, here we are. This is Taylor.
Hey, how's it going?
347. We're almost set up, almost. Got my rack right there, my Max Effects. My gear right there. All our stuff. And we're getting ready. Sound check time almost. Alright, I'm done. It's I don't even know what time it is. Probably about 9 o'clock, 9:15. It was a killer gig. We crushed it tonight, and I'm using my fractal. I'm still getting used to that, but man, great show. And I got some video from it, so that'll be in this video as well. And you know, it's just one of those things, man. When you get in the right groove and you got the right mixes in your ears, the right songs, it just comes together, man. You just knock it out of the park. And so it's a great start to this week. Hopefully that will be the way it goes all week. 4 band gigs this week, so that'd be tonight and 3 others. So, and an acoustic in the middle. Wednesday, so I'm off tomorrow, but back out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Every gig that you play makes you better. And the people there were like, y'all are better every year. And I'm like, well, we play all these gigs. I mean, we play all the time. And really, that is the key to anything, is how long, like Steve Vai said in one of his videos, how good you are at something depends on how much focus you can put on that thing, you know. So if you put a lot of focus on playing gigs, you're going to get really good at that. As long as you can keep all the same people in the band and keep it going in the right direction, momentum-wise, you'll just kill it. That's what we did tonight, man. It was great. We'll be back there next year probably, so another cool show. Didn't get the load out, but man, obviously don't need to see that. It's just the same as load in, just backwards. Headed to the house. Gonna get some food now and a little rest. See you next time.